And boom, good evening, everyone. Welcome to my channel. I'm Miss Rodriguez, aka Miss Yiza. We're gonna do a let's talk about it review because that's our topic for today. What we're gonna talk about. So let's talk about listening. We're still talking about listening. This is the three basic things: attitude, attention, adjustment. Hear what others are saying, understand what they mean. Ask questions. You're allowed. Receive, interpret, communication, process. You have to process what others want you to process.
Oh shit.
Tunes and feelings, ideas. Pictures make you listen also. For babies, they have pictures. They have different types of pictures. So for listening, how do you get your family to listen to you? How do you get your friends to listen to you? Do you talk? Do you scream? Do you yell? Um, how do you get your parents to listen to you? If your parents are still alive. When my mom was alive, I didn't have to yell for her to listen to me. My dad is alive. I don't have to yell at him for him to listen to me. I just talk normal. How do you interact with your students in your classroom? Do you teachers have to yell to raise your voice at them, or do you talk in a normal voice to your students? Um, what else? What do you do for listening? So at my job for listening, I usually talk low because my kids they can hear me. I don't have to scream for my kids to hear me. I can look at them, I give them a look, and then I talk to them, and then they stop. Anything beyond that with me is just too much for me, and then I get anxiety. So you have to figure out how the kids in your care and the kids in your setting um, listen to you. And sometimes it's usually not hard, and sometimes it's usually not the kids. Sometimes it's the grown-ups that don't listen to the other coworkers. That's what the main part of the problem is the coworker. So we have to figure out as grown people how as us as coworkers can be better coworkers to our coworkers. Because sometimes it's not the kids, sometimes it's us. And sometimes we don't listen. And sometimes we overstep our boundaries when we're not the ones in charge. If you are not in charge, don't tell nobody what to do. That's not your right. That's not your privilege. If you are the same thing in the same title as them, leave them people alone. You guys are there to work for the teacher or whoever you're working for. So, the next topic is my Netflix review. So, you guys can see where I'm going with this. I'm not switching out tonight. So, I don't have no kids involved. So, I'm not switching out. I'm just going to prolong let's talk about it to see how it works. Um, the Netflix review was invitation. And that's exactly what it's about, an invitation. And it's telling us kids not to fool around with people on the internet. Okay? I'm not going to go into full detail, just a little bit of it. That's what it was. Basically, I wrote some stuff down. A girl gets an invitation from her cousin. That's what I'm going to leave it at. Some of the parts were long, some of the parts were boring, some of the parts was exciting. Some of the colors was awesome, some of the colors was not. Basically, this movie to me was all over the damn place. It was all over the place. It was everywhere. The poor girl couldn't get comfortable in her own skin. It was just everywhere. To me, when you take somebody out of their surrounding to do them harm, just leave them at home. Let them be at home. So it's just basically about what's going on in the world today. Some people taking their friends out of their surroundings to harm them. Don't harm them. Leave them with their family. You don't have to be in their presence. You don't have to harm them. You don't have to do what you do to them. Leave them alone. They don't have to go with you. You don't like them? Leave them alone. The girl's friend told her to stay where she was. And did she listen? No. Who did she come back to? The same girl that told her not to go. And did they handle it? Yes, they're about to handle it towards the end. So yes, if you like those kind of movies, um, It's a not see with your kid type of movie. It's not a Halloween movie. It's a vampire movie. Um, so it's just a regular everyday scary movie. It's called Invitations. Invitations from 1 to 20. This being the lowest I give like a 6.5. I wasn't really into it. I was falling asleep and everything. I ain't even gonna lie to you. I was falling asleep. I was waking up. I was, oh my God, where's the exciting part? That movie, whoever paid to see that movie, they was really good. Okay? But it's called Invitations. Mm. So tomorrow's topic is still going to be on listening because listening is a worldwide topic. I got so many ideas for listening. Um, they talk about different pictures. They talk about everything for listening. So we're going to get into that because all of us need to listen. All of us grown folks need to listen. All of our parents need to listen. All of us kids need to listen. We need to listen to people in their relationships, leave them people alone in their relationships. And I still haven't came up with a topic for my when I go to talk about the stars. So tonight I'm gonna sit there and I'm gonna write it down what the topic is gonna be. I'm still trying to figure out how to flip these screens over so I'm not that computer savvy. So that's why you're seeing more of me. And once I start flipping them screens over, you'll see less of me. Um, what else? I want to thank you guys for viewing my. I'm up to 3.1K. I need some subscribers so I could go on my phone and work while I'm on the road, and you guys can see me while I'm on the road, moving and shaking. I don't know what the this abandonment stuff is about, but I'm not taking them down because my views and likes have my pictures have views and likes on them, and I would like to thank my subscribers. If you would like to talk about anything and you want me to talk about something, you can email me at Doris DORIS ANN 0606 at gmail.com. And I want to thank you guys. I want to thank you to whoever's watching. Show your friends, show your neighbors, tell them to subscribe so we could get more things going on. I'm gonna have more topics going on. We're gonna be interesting. We're not gonna be like that little, you know what I'm saying? But we wanna be I wanna be interesting, but I wanna be my own type of interesting. I don't want nobody to be like, oh, she copying me now. We're not doing none of that. Not near none of it. So on that note, my job for tonight is to find out my topic for the stars. And I'm gonna do another topic on MFers, like for those that like the curse, like what you did today, like that. I'm gonna do something on that. I'm gonna put it down on the title, but I'm not gonna first on here. So like that part of the topic is gonna say, oh, what did somebody do to you today? How did you react to what they did to you today? We're gonna keep this moving and shaking. All right. So that's gonna be the topic for tomorrow. I'm gonna start tomorrow. What you motherfuckers did today. All right. What they do to you today. We're gonna sound off on them. What you did. What you did today. All right. So I want to thank you for tuning in. I love you guys. Thank you for subscribing and watching. Thank you for commenting, putting nasty comments on. Thank you for taking the time out to voice your opinion. I appreciate it. Thank you.